If there's one point in any game that is going to dictate if you bring home a W in Madden 22, it is scoring touchdowns in the red zone. Basically, any offense in Madden 22 is going to get us into the money zone, but we need a play that is going to allow us to cash checks. Now, the play I am bringing you today is probably my favorite red zone play I have ever found. It is going to allow you to consistently score touchdowns all the way from the 20 down to the 1 yard line. For this video, we are going to be continuing my wide zone offense out of the LA Rams playbook, and we will be in the formation bunch X nasty, and we will be running out of the play verticals. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description for the playlist for this entire wide zone scheme. You guys should definitely check it out after this video. This is going to be one of the most fun explosive offenses you will use all year. Now this vertical setup is going to allow us to beat every zone coverage in the game. If your opponent wants to stick in zone coverage, there really is no answer for this play, and we are going to be putting incredible pressure on the user in the middle of the field while still attacking the back corner of the end zone. Now this play is going to allow us to attack anywhere from the 20 down to the 1 yard line with the same setup. This is going to give you a ton more confidence when you get down to this area of the field where every zone just constricts and everything becomes a tight window throw. Then to mix in with this pass, you need a really strong running game to consistently score in the red zone, and this wide zone offense is really going to answer that call. This is one of the most complete run games you will find in Madden 22. Now I've already broke down the wide zone or stretch run in this scheme. You guys should definitely check it out. I show you exactly how you need to read it and run it to really take it to the next level. Then on my membership page, I've also broken down a ton more runs for this scheme and some really nice passes to really make this a complete scheme. So if you guys want to check out those extra membership videos, click the join button down below. Okay, let's get into the adjustments for this verticals play. You guys should also stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to have a screen that comes up with all of our adjustments and our reads for this play written out, and I'm also going to have a preview of the next video in this wide zone offense, so stick around till the end. So the adjustments for this play, guys, we always want our bunch to the wide side of the field. Then we want to take the running back and put him on a wheel. Then we want to take the solo receiver and just put him on a hitch. Then take the outside receiver in the bunch and put him on a flat route. And then our last adjustment, take the front player in the bunch and put him on a slant. So a few adjustments for this play. Get to the line of scrimmage. You're going to have plenty of time to put them in. Okay, let's go look at some gameplay, go over our reads. I'm going to show you how effective this really is in game. All right, so I'm kind of going to break this down in two different areas of the field. So we're going to break it down from about the 20 to like the 10 to 8 yard line, and then I'm going to show you how I read it from the 8 yard line to the goal line. So starting a little further back, we're on the 13 yard line right here. And then quickly, I just want to show you, so this setup is a little bit older. This isn't how I'm running it now, but the first read of this setup is going to work the same. That's why I use this clip. Right now, I like this guy better. Instead of on this deep cross, I like him on a slant and then this guy in a hitch. So right here though, guys, our first read is always going to be the running back out of the backfield on this wheel. I love these routes. They are so powerful. They're great in the red zone. What makes this one different is we also have this tight end on a wheel route. So this is really going to put a ton of pressure on the user. We're going to make him pick which one he wants to take. It doesn't matter if they have hard flats on the field, anything. This route has to be user guarded or it has to be manned up every single time. So right here, we're just going to snap it, guys. We're going to look for the user right away. That is going to be the key for this route. This is really going to dictate where we're going to go with the football. We see, look at this. We see double flat, 2 players going to the sideline, cover 3. This player, all 3 of these players are heading out, and now we have the front wheel from the tight end wide open and the back wheel from the running back. So we can really throw either one here. We see that the user was starting to come over to the tight end. So we're just going to throw the running back in behind him. That is an easy walk-in touchdown from 13 yards out. Okay, now same thing. Now we're 17 yards out. So still red zone, 20 and in, we're red zone. So right here, got our adjustments in. Same thing. We want to locate the user on this play. Right at the snap, we see he's blitzing. Then he's coming off. So he's going to be so far out of position here, guys. Once again, we see the flat defender going out with our flat route. We have our 2 wheels just kind of heading up the seam. And right here, if the user's way inside and we're a little further out, throw this tight end wheel route right up the seam and we're able to get down to the 4 yard line. Okay, here it is again. Locate the user right on the snap, guys. Here we're at 16 yards out. So here's the user. He fake blitzes. Then once again, we're looking to the running back out of the backfield. If right here, we could have thrown it, but that is our first read. Now we see the user, he's coming to our wheel side, so that's going to be all right. Now he really has to pick one of these two players. Then right here, he's kind of splitting the difference, but I see, notice how he's not getting vertical up with the tight end. He's actually facing the running back. If I see him not carrying this tight end up the field, now we just have this tight end wheel route at this soft spot in the zone coverage, like right up the seam, and we can just fire that in right there. Okay, then here we're about 12 yards out, guys, and this is going to be cover 2. And right here, so now we have our hitch and our slant. So this is really the ideal setup. This is how we want to run it. So right here, we're going to snap the ball, and if we look, this looks like a cover 2 to me. So we have a flat defender here, and then we have two guys dropping back. So I believe this was cover 2. So our first read is always going to be this running back route. And once again, the user's out of position. This player, this is a vert hook. So we see how he's actually sitting on this tight end route, but that is going to leave the running back route wide open. So really, we could have thrown it to this route, but honestly, sometimes I just want to throw this slant route. So this is going to be our third read. This slant route coming across the field. The way this alignment is with this receiver running the hitch at a closer split, closer to the line of scrimmage, he's really going to hold the flat defenders and the vert hooks and the hook curls inside. And we're just going to allow this slant to get open in the back corner of the end zone against basically any zone coverage in the game. So this is cover 2 right here. And we see this flat defender is just going to stay down and he's not going to get vertical on this route. This deep blue defender is going to stay into the middle of the field. And now we can just throw this slant route wide open into the corner of the end zone. Okay, now we're going to break it down from about, the 7-8 yard line to the goal line. Now our reads are a little bit different. So the other one we were looking to running back to tight end wheel to slant. Now we're going to be looking from running back to slant to this hitch route. So it's going to be a little bit different, the reads, but the adjustments are all going to be the same. So our first read, guys, is always going to be this running back. Once again, it has to be user guarded. It does not matter what coverage they are in. Unless they're in man, basically we're just looking for the user. Unless he jumps on the wheel, we're throwing it every single time. So right here, we're going to snap the ball, look for the user. So the user's starting on this side of the field, but look at this. He has a slant coming in across his face. He has this other tight end route. So we're really flooding the middle of the field. Then we have this wheel just late coming in behind him. So the user doesn't react. He actually jumps in on that wheel. And as soon as this running back cuts up field, fire it in, walk-in touchdown from 2 yards out. Okay, so that was going to be our wheel. Now I want to show you this slant. Now, a few of these plays, I could have just thrown the wheel right away, but I kind of wanted just to get some footage to show you guys how effective this slant is. But seriously, you can throw this wheel basically every time you want. But if they do take it away, I want to show you that this slant works against every zone coverage. So this is actually going to be cover 3 this time, and we're going to see it's going to work great. So right here, find the user right away. So the user is actually playing on the corner here. We see him going out with the flat route. I really don't know what he's doing. Just where he was, that kind of scared me off of throwing that wheel route. So now we're going to look to the backside. So this is actually cover 3. So right here, guys, look at this hitch. He's holding 3 players on the inside, and now watch our slant. All 3 of these guys are staying here. Now we have this slant at the back corner of the end zone with literally no one within 5-6 yards of him for an easy just toe tap along the sideline. So that was cover 3. Okay, and then this last one, we're back at about 11 yards on this one, but I want to show you this one's actually cover 4 quarters, I believe. So right here, shading down, this is still going to work because this hard flat player is going to get pulled inside. So right here, once again, we could have thrown the running back or the tight end. They're both open by about 6 yards. Like, we should have just thrown it for a walk-in. But once again, I wanted to get some footage showing you guys how effective this slant is. So right here, look at our hitch, guys, just holding everyone on the inside. And once again, look at our player just breaking to the back corner. So this is that shaded underneath player. 4 players getting held inside by the hitch, and then this player's reacting at the last second. But once again, toe tap in the back corner for a really easy touchdown from 11 yards out. Okay, and then this last one, so right here, user actually does a good job staying on this side. We still could have thrown the running back. Now I want to show you, if they don't shade underneath and those players do head to the back corner, now our last read we can kind of go to, if this gets taken away, then we look here and these players don't shade underneath, so they're actually running to the back corner with our slant. Now we have this hitch just sitting in the soft spot against zone coverage, and we can just low ball that in there. So if those players do take that slant to the back corner, that just means that hitch hitch is going to be wide open. And if the user's on the other side of the field, you know, taking away our wheel route, there will be no one taking the hitch, and you can fire that in. All right, guys, now this is going to be one of the most effective ways to score in the red zone in all of Madden 22, but we need explosive offense to get us there. So if you guys want to see one of the most explosive passing concepts in this whole wide zone offense, you need to watch this video right here.